Hey, if you want to become a better content creator, I'm going to share with you this one transformative thing, just one thing that changed the whole game for me and will change the game for you. But hey, if this is your first time checking out the podcast, welcome to The Creator Factor, a podcast that's about helping you, the business minded content creator, the educator, learn tips and strategies on how to build your creator-led business. And if we haven't met, I am your host who loves you the most, Ozeal. And thank you. Thank you for checking out the podcast. I'm excited to dig into this episode because I want to be honest with you. When I first started a podcast 10 years ago, I remember thinking that I needed to learn all the technical stuff before I got started. I had to learn how to design, I had to brand, and learn all the audio editing and the gear and mix minus. And a lot of these things I already had some experience in because I have experience in audio engineering and branding and marketing and other industries, but I just didn't know how to translate that into podcasting. So, I mean, the first podcast was like a year delayed because I was in my head. I was trying to get everything perfect, and it took me a minute for me to launch it. But throughout the years, working with content creators, coaching creators, being in the creator economy, learning so much about the podcasting industries and the podcast industry, and learning about YouTube and how other content creators create and market their content, I started recognizing this one thing that a lot of creators overlooked. And it really helped me as a marketer learn how to curate the content a little bit more better, effectively, to be able to coach my clients more efficiently, more effectively, simply because I had this one skill set that I have developed really throughout my even early 20s. I was just always had a thing for this one thing: awareness. Like, what, Ozeal, what are you talking about? Awareness? I mean, what, how is that going to make me a better content creator? You were probably expecting like some big old technical tactic or something, right? But it has nothing to do with that. And let me break it down what I mean about awareness. Awareness in content creation is the ability to pay attention to the things that excite you, the things that when you see something and you hear something online, you really start thinking about, wow, this is like amazing. But going deeper than that, where awareness comes in, is asking the right questions like, what attracts you to that certain piece of content, right? Is it the delivery? Is it the personality? Was it the catchy title? Was it the thumbnail? What about the design, the packaging, the positioning? All of that, when you are aware, you become a better content creator. And I want to share this exercise with you because I feel like this could be super helpful, is taking 5 to 10 minutes. When you see something that stops the scroll, or you see something, or you listen to a podcast episode and you're like, hey, that's really dope. I really love the way that was presented. I really love the way they packaged it. I really like that intro. I'm like, man, that really caught my attention. Or something even on social media, whatever it is, podcast, YouTube channel, you name it. I want you to write down things like, what about the delivery stood out? How did that personality, the podcast host or the YouTuber, how did that shine through? Did the title or thumbnail grab my attention? Why did you keep watching or listening? And the reason why I feel like awareness is super important as a content creator and why it makes you a better content creator, period, is because you start identifying the nuances, the elements that make great content great. And when you know what attracts you, you can borrow those elements and embrace them and adapt them into your own content, right? So it's not about, and I'm not saying it's about copying others. It's about understanding the key components that make great content amazing and make it great and engaging, and then adding your own flair, your own twist to it. I've shared a bit on my YouTube channel and on podcast episodes the importance of embracing the art of the remix, of really the creativity, the unique standpoint is going to come from you. Like, you are the personal brand. Nobody can speak like you. Nobody could share the way you do. Nobody has your same tone, the speed. Nobody has your flair, your vibe. But it's taking those elements and like, oh man, this is amazing. Maybe I should embrace this and remix it and kind of, like a gumbo soup, and just put it all in there and add all the ingredients. But these are ingredients that are proven, that people that are grabbing attention, right? So I just feel like if we become better at stealing, it sounds so bad. There's a great book. Shout out to Austin Kleon. It's called Steal Like an Artist. Highly recommend the book, by the way. And, he does talk about taking from great artists and all some of the most talented artists out there, remarkable artists out there, took pieces and embraced it and added it to their own flair. And I do feel like this is where the magic happens. And I think this could be the most transformative thing, that if you are aware of it yourself and start paying attention to it, again, what excites you, you're able to equip yourself on how to still better when it comes to the content creation. I mean, I love to borrow ideas. I love to listen to things. Even as a marketer now, I will listen to different formats, different strategies and tactics. And I've realized that it's not a copy and paste type of approach when it comes to, especially for us as content creators. I've seen entertaining creators that have a different format versus the more like me, where I'm like more of an educator, content creator. There's different formats, but at the end of the day, there is a tried and proven way of catching attention, and it's out there. Thumbnails, titles, packaging. Packaging matters. I always say creators sleep on packaging. Like I think now, to be a really dope content creator, it's all about packaging and positioning. The two P's, and I do believe in that. And again, the more you're aware of what works for you and what's working for others, the more you can adopt, the better your content will be. So, in closing, I just want to share that it's not about mastering technical skills. It helps to become a better video editor, to know how to audio edit and master your content, make it sound, look good. That's important. But awareness is what resonates with a lot of people, and awareness and developing the skill set, and just taking 5 to 10 minutes every single time you come across a piece of content that catches your attention, and take time to really understand why it works. That will be the key to creating better content for yourself and your audience. So the actionable step right here is just, take some time. Start observing content that draws your attention. Make a list of some of your favorite content creators. Write down and use, the insight and what you can take and what you can, absorb what you love, and discard what you don't. Right. And that will change the game. And I'm always challenging myself as a marketer to see, okay, this is dope. Like, how can I do this even doper in my own flair, in my own voice, right? So awareness is the first step of attracting other people's awareness. And when you create content that excites you, it'll create excitement in others. And that is where the magic of content creation really happens. The best content creators do it. So I'm curious to know your thoughts. If you're on YouTube watching this, you can leave a comment down below. But I want to hear from you. What's one piece of content that has grabbed your attention recently? Email me, thecreatorfactor@gmail.com, or you can, again, leave a comment down below, and let me know, and you can tag me as well at The Real Ozeal on Instagram and on social media. Hit me up, drop me a comment. Let's chat about it. I would love to get your take on this. Do you believe this could be a tactic that can unlock great content from you, or do you feel like maybe stealing? And I don't like to call stealing. I like to say we're borrowing ideas, right? We borrow. Nothing's original, right? Nothing is original. I always say individuality is the true originality, meaning that what you bring to the table is really what makes things original, period. All right. So that's what I have for you today. Thanks again for checking out this podcast. Listen, do me a favor. This podcast, we're trying to reach more people. We would love to have a rating and review on Apple or Spotify. So if you are digging the episode, please take some time, leave a rating and review, and tag me at The Real Ozeal so I can share it on social. I am just always I've got a couple emails last week from some of our listeners, and they really enjoy the episodes. So I appreciate that. It's sometimes a lonely road and you never know who's listening. And then you get an email, you're like, people are listening and people appreciate. And this is resonating with you, obviously, right? To some of you. So it's really, really exciting as a content creator. And I love to hear from you. So please continue staying in touch. Hit me up on social at The Real Ozeal. And let's stay connected. All right. So thanks again for tuning in. We'll catch you next week. Until next time, peace and one love, y'all.